County and the state?
Pardon?
Uproar with the county and the state?
Or they do, want me to do it.
That's where the uproar will come from?
No, the people.
If we
you
get
don't.
100% reassessment.
First year when I started here, I had an update, I had been for years. I had 365 people come in my office and complain. And next time it would be that better, because it's so much this time. You know?
I don't know, and what I want you guys to understand also too is that there is gonna come a time where you are going to have to do that. It's gonna be needed, because if we don't do it this year, that'll be the third year we're having it. And I don't want, I know we're still under, certain restrictions because of COVID, and some people are still not working, and inflation's now up to, 30-something%. It seems like it just keeps going, but the problems anyways. But if we wait too long, you're gonna see a huge jump from where they're at
Yes.
to
But no,
where they become like. It's
It's
a double-edged sword. Okay, you're protecting them right now, but at some point in time,
Eventually, you're gonna have to do
you're going to have to do that, and you're going to have to reassess. I'm just hoping that market value of the home
If
comes down and right sizes a little bit
they would do
before
it
we're
right,
forced to
it
do
wouldn't
that.
really affect anybody. Some would pay a little more, some a little less.
Because of the
They
equalization.
follow the budgets, it's like, it's hard to say, it's even got to be confused, I don't know, Bucking the trend, I know that. Is it good or bad? You'll know next year.
Yeah, I'll hear. Rick, I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot, don't answer if you don't want to answer, but as any other towns that you heard of in the county, like I know you represent town of Peru also as part of your constituents for Area 5, and I could probably ask Mr. Hughes, one of the Hughes too, and see what he knows, but I mean, is everybody, from what I hear from the supervisors meeting the other day, they're all kind of nervous about the continual reassess. And is there anything of discussion either at the county or you heard at the state level to put, say, like Mike Cashman was saying, hey, we just did it last year, you can't reassess for 2 years or something like that, you know what I mean? And so that we're not, because some of these towns have had, it'd be three reassessments in 3 years.
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken.
Well, every year they do it now.
Every year they've been doing it.
When the
So
county contracts with the town,
it's
you
compounded,
go to
you know?
100%. You have to, every year they'll keep it
Well,
100%.
in normal times, the increase in property values is steady, and it takes 2 or 3 years to get out of compliance for a reassessment and get back. But this isn't normal, and this is almost inflated. Some of these assessments, what these houses are going for, are crazy.
And they're still not staying on the market for only a day or two. I watched a couple of them just recently right here that were on the market for like a day and they were sold and gone.
New York City's at 2%. Your equalization rate's 2%.
Yeah. So it's a catch-22. If the assessments go up, people's values of their houses look bigger on paper. Their taxes shouldn't go up, but that's not necessarily what
Yeah, you used to be able to tell them that.
used to be able to tell. The school tax
Over
is
there.
the wild card that you can't control.
I got a house that's 162 with the school tax, 210. School tax up $800. So, was it direct?
Direct reflection on the reassessment that the school utilized the whole money.
Yes, they use
And they have the ability to do that. Their boards can do what they want,
They look
that
at
they
the tax-
need, don't get me wrong.
They look
But
at the tax rate, they don't look at the tax, They've done that for years, so.
and that $800 increase is quite a bit in 1 year. I agree. Especially if you're on, people on fixed incomes or what have you. So I guess if everybody's all right with kind of staying 1 more year where we're at.
We're
Because
gonna
otherwise, he's got to do a lot of homework between now and what, March?
we're late now, to
Yeah,
do it.
he'd be about a few weeks behind the 8 ball to redo a
It's a hell of a
reassessment
job,
right now.
really. It's a terrible job. People come in there, and most of the time when they're upset, it's because they can't afford it. That's the thing,
So, any questions for You're on.
I do have one.
Yep.
And you had a lot of talk about the school taxes causing a lot of our problems. But I'm looking at every one of these, and from what I'm understanding, school taxable value is anywhere from about 28.5 to about 32,000 less.
They would go, that bottom number is what you're paying tax on
Okay, but
right now.
so what do they do? Raise the tax?
Well, the tax rate will go down. But if I rated that house at 200 a month, I know it's over 300 right today.
Right.
So even though the tax rate goes down, the amount of the tax goes up, you know. It's overbalancing itself, that's what it's doing.
Yeah,
It's a crazy world right now. It's,
yeah, but why is the school taxable value so much less than the county and the town?
they,
Isn't it because of their exemptions?
exemptions.
Whatever kind of exemptions they
Oh,
have?
your star
Might have
exemption.
star exemption.
Okay.
Veterans,
And depending on
senior.
their age, they might even have more than
Gotcha.
bigger star exemption. Than,
Alright, that makes sense then.
on their primary resident. If it was not, then they don't get that star exemption. They have to pay the whole show.
To make up that 92,000, if you're 65 and you can get the bigger exemption. So I don't know. Wish I could tell you a solid answer.
They won't. Everybody, what do you think?
I didn't watch it and see if
Going
it
on more. I don't think we can wait next year. That's my fear. Hopefully things go the right way, but I don't think we can hold off another year. 3 years would probably be it. Rick said, you know, every 2 to 3 years you're looking at, you should do a reassessment so you don't kill, so to speak, people with
Kill people
a
more
big,
sure.
big rate, big jump in rate increase.
Yeah, I think so.
You're waiting now, it's so late.
Okay.
I think the main thing is to look out for our residents, you know.
Did you
That's
end up
good
giving
for-
them a copy of that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. They had made copies too. I guess we're on the same page. Alright.
Yeah, I've been at 100% for all the time I've been here. I always been at 100. But times don't like they are right now. The cold void set in, you know, the inflation setting in, the gas prices are going up. People are desperate.
Thank you.
Well, thanks Gary, I appreciate it.
Yeah, can we get a vote on that so I can,
You want a motion? Want to do a
if you
motion?
could?
I'll make a motion that we say it.
I thought we did that.
I'll second it.
No, they
Didn't we do
just,
it the last time?
no, we just agreed to verbally, you know, we didn't.
So what kind of a motion? Mike, help me.
Let's make a motion.
On the spot.
What, a motion not
The
to,
rule
not to reassess?
Yeah,
You have to
the,
have a,
not to reassess the 2023
yeah,
calendar year. Not to do a reassessment for the
You guys
2020.
got more nerve than the rest of the towns. They knock off.
In the 2023 calendar year?
not to reassess in the, during the 2022.
Yeah, we 2020, oh, well, excuse me, I see what you're saying. I mean, we'd look at it again for 2023, so, yeah,
Right.
so 2022. It wouldn't be addressed again until 2023, but yeah, 2022 next year. This year,
Don't we just have another couple weeks in 2022?
No.
no, it's
Oh, no,
2020.
okay, I'm sorry. 2022 calendar year.
You're a year behind, I'm a year ahead.
Okay, so
Corner
motion
off,
by,
screwed up.
who motion,
I did.
I second it.
not to reassess, not to do a reassessment in the 2022 calendar year
Right.
for the town.
But should we add on that we should work on the 2023 reassessment?
I promise I won't die anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, do you wanna do it that next year, or that you could tie it to this motion that we feel next year, 2023, no matter what, that way we don't have a crystal ball, we don't know what's gonna happen, so this year it was the mass inflation that we weren't counting on, we were hoping we could do one this year, but we can't keep kicking it down the road too far, so and that we'll do a reassess value, a reassessment of values in 2023. That way it's
It all
an
comes down
ambiguous
to
year.
if we start losing money, if, you know, if you lose some money somewhere, then definitely you gotta really look at it, you know?
Is everybody good with that?
The addition to work.
Mike, can you help me with that? Because now I'm totally lost. I have not to do a reassessment in the 2022 calendar year for the town of Schuyler Falls, but to reconsider. Is that what you guys want to do? You don't know what's going to
We're saying that we
happen?
want
I
to do
think they're
one.
saying that they're, to plan on.
Yeah.
We're having trouble hearing up here, please.
Guys, can you
Guys,
keep it down, please?
they can't hear what we're talking about here.
Thank you.
Okay, so what are we doing?
But no, I talk to you next year and we'll know September or so. And we can decide then. Then you can look at the market and look at the cost, and that way you're not committed. Because if it's not costing enough, then you probably won't for next year.
All right.
I think we probably will, but
So just leave it open, we will review
In
Yeah.
September.
in September for 2023.
Yeah.
That gives you enough time that way, right? If we do it in September?
Yeah.
I just wanna make sure you have time to get through the whole
Yeah.
town and do that.
Yep.
Alright, so we'll review in September of 2022 for the 2023 year. If I didn't just confuse Don again.
Thanks, good.
But you will review the situation in the 2023 calendar year, for the 2023 calendar year.
In September, yeah, of 2022 for the 2023 calendar year. The month of meeting September.
Seconded by,
Kevin.
Mr. Randall.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
gentlemen,
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna raise your taxes this year.
Yeah, you
I
know,
ain't gonna raise them this year.
you know why I'm doing, the thing is, you know, everybody got that 9% social security, that eat it all up. Ooh, easily.
Okay. Control, we got his attorney. Have anything for us?
I don't have anything.
Okay. I'll let the historian, if she wants to jump in here, give us anything that she feels. Anything?
No, just the,
Thank you.
the holiday festival, really be a success. People were there, by the shop, looking forward to that.
Yeah, she brings up a good point. I hope everybody heard the holiday festivities that we did. I think everybody that went there had a good time. The fire truck and later Christmas parade is always a big hit. I got asked by multiple people whether we were going to do another one when we opened up the ice skate. They wanted to do it again. I don't think they realized how much work went into that. But the ice skating rink is probably 2 more dumpings of water from being ready to go. So I'm hoping to have that done by January 1st. That's my goal, to have it open on New Year's Day. So I appreciate everybody that came out. We had over 175 people show up. So that's pretty good for our first ever. And usually it multiplies each year. So everybody that helped out, everybody that came out, it was in the bitter cold that day and enjoyed it. I appreciate, you know, all the patronage and all the help that we got to pull it off. That's for sure. And plan on doing it again next year.
Should we send a thank you to Country Dreams?
What I didn't bring it in here, but
Okay.
Barb and I have been working on one for about 4 or 5 days now to get everything so we didn't miss anybody and kind of cover it. I will send all the councilmen out one just so we can show you what went out. As a matter of fact, a couple of you are getting them for the help to eat it. So again, yeah, good idea, and we are on top of that. Thank you.
We did send a note to stewards and some pictures too, so that
Yeah.
If you happen to see it, they donated a lot of food.
And there were some awesome pictures on Facebook. Yeah, really awesome pictures, mostly from the residents, so nice. All right, now that leads me to me. So, January meeting, we will have Zoom capability due to, there's a public hearing and a local law that we're gonna be voting on that night. So that we can hit the most people that we can. We will do that meeting by Zoom. Now, I'll jump down through to the counterpart to that. And find it. I should have put these in order on my list. Masks. All right. Right now, the newest governor that just took over from Cuomo came out with a new policy that was instituted. So we're all in compliance tonight. We're all wearing masks. But basically, all businesses, including municipalities, now have to choose between one of two acceptable policies that the governor has came out with by executive order. Okay, and those policies, to my knowledge, right now are going to be in effect until January 15th when they look at them again. All right. So there were two different ones that we could utilize under the direction of the governor's office. One was everybody, including the employees and people coming in, would have to show vaccination cards. And I think that's a little too inhibiting. The other one was that everybody wear masks, including the employees or anybody coming in. So